New 72 Radio, the voice, views, and visions of the collective.
Hi, are you a ComputerDiva client who is frustrated with playing phone tag and email tag just to get an appointment with me? You're not alone. Help is on the way. My name is Mary Burger, and I'm the owner of a company called ComputerDiva. And welcome to tonight's episode of Diva Talk. We record live. Actually, we're live and we record every other Thursday night at 7 o'clock. We are live on Facebook. And we do this show to kind of help you navigate the waters of technology. So with that said, the show is produced by a company called New 72 Media with Kelly Lair in the background as the producer. And I thank you, Kelly, for being here for me and for making this show happen. So with that said, I want to talk to you a little bit about ComputerDiva and my business structure and how I'm going to operate going forward. So if you are a client of mine, you know it is really, really difficult to get in touch with me because I am either on the phone with a client, on site with a client, or I'm driving to visit a client, and I won't answer the phone while I'm on site with a client, and I won't make a phone call while I'm driving. So it has become very problematic, and I feel your pain. The pain on my end is equally as great because it's very difficult for me to try and get back to everybody on a timely basis, and I feel really bad that people have to wait to hear from me. So I am doing a couple of things to kind of break up that communication bottleneck that you all have with me. And so what I'm doing is two things. Number one, I am putting together an online calendar on my website that anybody can go to, and they can pick a day and time where they want to spend with me. These calendar items will be for remote appointments only, meaning you set up the appointment with me, and at the specified date and time, I call you on the phone and I actually log into your computer. We chat about your issue, and I fix your issue over the internet, and everything is good to go. Everybody's happy. There is no driving between appointments. So that will probably be going online in the next week or two. I would successfully, to make it successful, I'd say we're going to target the end of the month. So it is the 16th now, and I would like to say by the end of March 2017, we will have the calendar online and live. And what I would like to do is kind of maybe show you a mock-up of the calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And give me just a moment here. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. So Sirius Media is my web designer, and Sirius Media is headed up by a woman named Feline Gaylord, and she is a miracle worker. She does all of my web work for me, and she is putting together this online calendar, and she's really put a lot of work into this. So this is kind of the mock-up that she's put on her website. And she'll probably be instituting the same technology for her business. But of course, you know, my calendar will say ComputerDiva. So it's going to be a wizard type effect that will take you through the steps. So the first thing that you'll do, and some of this will change, the categories, the service will be specific to ComputerDiva. But we're going to say, okay, you go to my website and you say, I want a phone meeting with ComputerDiva. And my service, I will have services there. I will say maybe a virus cleanup, a tune-up on the computer, maybe you're having some email issues. We'll have a lot of different service types in there. And number of persons doesn't really matter for me. we can go here and say, okay, I'm available after March 18th, 9:30 to 5:30. Anyway, we click next, and it should take us here to the Make Appointment calendar view. And maybe you say, oh, you know, I am available on Friday, March 24th at 10 a.m. And so I choose that time. I'm going to put my name in here. Jane Doe wants an appointment with me. Her phone number is, and her email address is jane@janedoe.com. And we click on next. And what happens with that, you'll be given a screen here that will give you instructions on what to do next. All of that will be built out. But you will be put into my calendar. No longer will you have to send me an email or leave me a voicemail saying, hey, Mary, this is going on with my computer. I need you to fix it. This is the type of appointment I need. These are the issues that I'm having. Go ahead and set up the appointment. So in the past, what's happened is you sent me an email. I might get back to it that day, and I'll email you. I'll create a ticket, and I'll say, okay, what's going on? Let's set up an appointment. Here are the days and times I'm available. Pick what's good for you. You come back to me and say, oh, none of those are good. Do you have something else? And so it becomes just this back and forth nightmare. And I want to put my customers in charge of their appointments with me. I don't want them to have to wait for me to tell them when I'm available. They can simply go on my website and they'll see my calendar, they'll know when I'm available, and they can set up that appointment. So the other thing that will make this work, and I'm just going to stop sharing this screen here, and we'll go back to the live video. The other thing that's really going to have to take place in order for this calendaring function to happen is I am going to have to be sitting in front of my computer pretty much all of my working hours. I'm going to have to be available for those remote appointments, which means my schedule is going to have to change, and I'm going to have to be really strict about the on-site appointments that I decide to tackle. I've been trying to limit those pretty much for the past couple of months. I have a Wednesday morning on-site appointment that will never change, and I have a Thursday afternoon on-site appointment that will never change. So Wednesday mornings and Thursday afternoons, I am out in the field. However, all the other times, I am making a vow to you as my customer that I will be in front of my computer and available for your appointments. And what I have discovered in the 9 years that I've been in business is that 99% of what I do, I can do remotely. I don't need to be on site at your business or your home in order to fix the issue that you're having. We can do most of that online. So there's absolutely no reason why your issue can't be resolved in this way. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. You win because you get to pick the day and time that you want to spend with me. And I win because I'm not spending a lot of time running around from appointment to appointment. And everybody gets taken care of swiftly and quickly, and it's done efficiently, and you're not sitting there waiting for me to get back to you. So like I said, by the end of the month, I should have this calendar online. We'll probably have a few kinks to work out once it first goes live, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. So with that said, online calendar. So in addition to the online calendars that I've got going on, and I'm going to just kind of, I'm going to pause here for a moment. We're throwing this live out to Facebook, and it's on the News 72 Radio Facebook page, and I just found it here. I just need to quickly share this with my page so that my viewers can kind of see this. And so give me a moment here. I am going to share now with my friends. Hopefully that worked. Okay, so with that said, I'm not sure if I did that right. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. So I have a whole lot of new product offerings. I have been getting ideas like crazy the past few weeks for product offerings. So I kind of want to go through that with all of you and kind of outline what it is you can expect to see coming out of ComputerDiva headquarters over the next couple of months. I've got outlines written of all these ideas that are coming to me, and I'm fleshing them out. I'm putting them into place. I'm taking all the pieces and putting them, in the proper place. And I'm really, really excited for what's about to come out. So we talked about the online calendar, that has to go into place first before anything else can happen. So a lot of you know that I have a product called Diva Care. Diva Care is online automated management of your computer. We put a tiny little piece of software onto your computer, and with that said, I can take a look at my Diva Care management console. I can see every computer that's enrolled in the program. I can install the antivirus software, anti-malware software. I can set up the scanning schedules for both of those. We do your automated Windows updates. We do weekly tune-ups on your computer. We update third-party software, up to 111 pieces of software. And we get alerts if anything is going wrong with your computer. So with that said, and that also comes with unlimited maintenance support. So if you have a problem with your computer and you call me and you say, hey, Mary, this is happening with my computer. Can you hop on my computer and take a look? No problem. The remote software is also included with that. And I can hop on your computer and we can take care of that. That maintenance, that type of service is included with your monthly subscription fee, which is $33 a month. But I have a lot of customers out there who might not need the full maintenance package that I offer to them. So I have come up with a couple of different tiers for Diva Care, and I kind of wanted to go through those with you. And so the first tier is, I'm not quite sure what the names are going to be, but my working title for the first tier is Diva Care Basic. Diva Care Basic puts a little software agent on your computer, and it will monitor your computer for any sort of alert. And if your computer produces this type of alert, ComputerDiva Basic will pick up on it. You will get a little pop-up window in the lower right-hand corner of your computer down over there. And it will say, hey, something's going on with your computer. It may not necessarily tell you what is going on, but it will say, hey, looks like you need somebody to take a look at your computer. Here's a little form for you to fill out, and you can click this button, and it will send that information to my client portal, where it will create a trouble ticket, and then I will get a notification that you're having an issue. And then I can hop onto your computer and take a look and kind of see what's going on, and we can get you all fixed up. And Diva Care Basic is 100% completely free, F-R-E-E, free. There is no cost to you at all. In addition, not only do you get the alerts and the reporting form, you will also get a 5% discount on any labor to fix whatever issues pop up on your computer. So I think that's kind of a win-win for everybody. It gives you the peace of mind that basic functionality on your computer is being monitored. It gives you a quick and easy way to report that issue and ask for help and say, help, something's going on with my computer. Can you hop in and take a look? And you get a discount on the labor. So it's, like I said, it's a win-win for everybody. So that's the first tier of the new Diva Care Basic. The second tier is, I've been calling it Diva Care Monitoring, but I'm kind of trying to come up with a different name for it. After I describe this, if anybody else can think of a good name for it, let me know. So what that does is it's the same little software agent that goes on your computer. It will monitor for those basic system malfunctions. Plus, it will also monitor a whole lot more in terms of functionality of your computer, the guts behind the scenes. It will do hard drive monitoring. It will do memory monitoring. It will let you know whether or not the firewall is turned on your computer. If for some reason your antivirus software has been turned off, it will let us know. There's a whole list of things that it will monitor and let us know if there is an issue with that particular functionality of your computer. And then of course we offer the same reporting form, and I can hop on your computer remotely and take care of it. And with that piece, you receive a 10% discount on labor for any labor that's incurred to fix your computer. And the monthly fee for that is $15. So to kind of compare those, DivaCare basic monitoring, 5% discount on labor to fix. And DivaCare monitoring monitors a whole slew of things, 10% discount to fix any issues, and $15 a month. Now, the difference between those and the full-blown DivaCare is with full-blown DivaCare, you get your antivirus software, you get your anti-malware software, you get your third-party software updates, and you get unlimited maintenance support. If on full-blown DivaCare, if you had a question such as, how do I? If your question starts with the words, how do I? That is not included in the maintenance support. That would be chargeable at my regular hourly rates. It's only, my computer is running slow, my computer is broken, my printer won't work, I think I have a virus. That kind of stuff comes under the free maintenance. So those are the 3 different tiers, and I'm working really hard at putting those together. And I think we will have those out by the end of March as well. My web designer, Feline at Serious Media, is putting together the landing page for that product. You will be able to go to the landing page, choose the tier that you want, and click on Purchase Now, and it will be able to take your credit card, and hopefully at the beginning, we'll be able to have you actually download the software and install it. I'll get a notification that you have done so, and I can go into my management portal and make sure everything is set up the way it should, and get you rolling on maintenance and monitoring of your computer. So it's really, really exciting. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's almost a predestined. It's almost predestined that just about every one of my clients should be on DivaCare free to begin with, and then decide what tier they want to go to from there. Free saves you money, which is kind of a cool thing, don't you think? So that is the different DivaCare tiers, and I'm really excited about it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So with that said, the next product I want to talk about, there's 2 more that I'm going to talk about. So the first one I want to talk about is malware. There's a really serious issue, and you have heard me talk about this over and over and over again, and I'm almost bored talking about it, but it's so important that I need to keep talking about it, and that is ransomware. Ransomware is the most dangerous piece of malware out there right now, and it is very destructive. If your computer becomes infected with malware, all of your data is encrypted, and chances are you're not going to get it back unless you have prepared yourself ahead of time to safeguard your data. And from what I can see, the majority of people out there are not safeguarding their data. And I've been doing this for 9 years. I've been around the block. I have seen what's going on with computers out there, and backup, for the most part, is not taken as seriously as it should. So with that said, there is a new piece of software, actually a new version of an old piece of software out there. And I may have talked about this in my last show a month ago. I can't remember, but anyway, it's called Malwarebytes. And I've been using Malwarebytes for years, probably since I ever first started my business back in 2008. And Malwarebytes is excellent at going out there and rooting out malware that's already on your computer. And over recent years, it's become really good at being proactive about keeping malware off of your system. But it has never been a replacement for your antivirus software until now. It is now in version 3. It's called Malwarebytes Premium. And it really is the first version of Malwarebytes that you can really safely put on your computer and say, it's going to monitor my computer, it's going to keep malware off my system, and it includes protection against ransomware, which is huge. There's not many antivirus or anti-malware packages out there that actually will protect your computer from ransomware. Nothing is 100%. I'm going to say that flat out right now. Nothing is 100%, but this protection is a whole lot better than other packages out there, and it really does a nice job. So with that said, I have put together a package for my customers that says, let's get you a 1-year license of Malwarebytes, which if you buy it from the Malwarebytes website, it's going to cost you $39 for the license, and I'm selling it for $35. And so I was able to get some really good pricing from the folks at Malwarebytes, and I'm selling it for $35. And then when you marry that with a Diva tune-up, it's a perfect combination, because it says, okay, let's put this Malwarebytes Premium on your system, and at the same time, let's do a full tune-up on your system to make sure from the get-go when we install this new version of Malwarebytes that your computer is clean and it is free from malware and viruses. And so you know at that point when we put that software on your system that your computer is starting from a fresh vantage point. And you can be assured that from that point on, Malwarebytes is going to do its best to keep your computer clean. Now, with that said, it's not a miracle worker. You also have to be proactive and aware of what you're doing on the internet. It doesn't do you any good to put this type of software on your system to protect yourself and then go out onto the internet and, how do I say this, willy-nilly click on links that you really know nothing about that say, keep your PC protected, click here, download this software, do this, do that. That gets you into trouble. So I'm going to say that you need to be really, really aware of your internet surfing practices with your computer, and that's really the only way you're going to keep it clean and protected and safe. So that package I am putting together, and I'm going to say to anybody out there now, if you want that package, Malwarebytes license, a 1-year Malwarebytes license, and a ComputerDiva tune-up, it's $99. I don't have it on my website yet, and I probably won't until sometime in April, but I'm just going to throw that out there and say anybody who's listening to this show, if they want that package, you can have it, and I will gladly give it to you. On my online calendaring system, that will be one of the offerings in one of those drop-down windows that I showed you. The first one said you want to sign up for a phone call with ComputerDiva. The second one listed the services. And this will be one of the services. And this will be one of those services where if you choose that and you pick your day and time on the calendar, you will then be required to pay for that service up front. So it's kind of a 1-hour job, $99. You'll be buying the Malwarebytes license and the Diva tune-up. You prepay for it, and then you pick the day and time you want to have it installed. So it's a great, great package. And I would urge you all to sign up for it as soon as it's available. But if you want it before it's on my online calendar, feel free to shoot me an email, helpdesk@computerdiva.biz, and I will make sure you get that. So with that said, I say that a lot. There's one more new product offering that I want to talk to you about. And that kind of dovetails in with the whole Malwarebytes, ransomware backup issue. In my Diva Care portal, I've really been looking for several months to find a backup solution, an online backup solution that I can offer my Diva Care customers. Actually, that I can offer any of my customers, whether or not you sign up for Diva Care. Because most of my customers, they don't pay attention to backup. So they might put a backup drive on their computer and I'll get it all set up to backup. But the other step is it has to be checked periodically to make sure that it's working, because your backup isn't doing you any good unless it's actually working. So I can't tell you how many times I run into an issue where a client, maybe they have a hard drive fail inside of their computer, and they know they have a backup drive, and they call me, and I go out and I take a look at their computer and I say, yeah, your hard drive is dead. Let's take a look at your backup. Let's put a new hard drive in your computer and restore your data from the backup. And it turns out the backup hasn't run in a couple of months. So they're missing a couple of months worth of data. It happens all the time. By putting a backup system into place and then just assuming and trusting that it's backing up doesn't mean that it does, because we all know things happen with computers. They are not infallible. Things will go wrong. And it's really important to check those backups on a regular basis. So I've been searching for an online backup system that I can offer my customers that will be a managed backup service. And a managed backup service is basically the same thing as Diva Care. Diva Care is a managed service where I can manage your computer proactively, and when something happens, I can jump right in. Sometimes behind the scenes, you never know it, and I fix it. And your life is not interrupted at all, and you can go along with your work and never even know that something went wrong. The same is true with a managed backup system. The managed backup system says, I can see your backup job in my management console. I can see that, okay, we have scheduled it to run every night at 10 o'clock, or maybe we've scheduled it to run continuously. And my console will tell me whether or not that backup is running. It will tell me if it missed a day, and I can actually see which directories and files we have chosen to back up. And periodic reviews of that will be able to tell me, have you added something to the computer that we're not backing up? And I can go into the console and I can say, okay, let's take this new directory here and let's back it up as well. So with the managed backup service, it really places that whole monitoring piece of your backup in the hands of the people that are running the managed backup service, which is ComputerDiva. So I am in the process of putting that together. I have chosen the company that I'm going to use for the online backup services. I have chosen the company that I am going to use to store the data, and they're two separate companies. So there's company A over here that I will be using for the software that actually goes onto the computer, and then there's company B over here that I have chosen to actually take all your data and store it. And I have chosen Amazon as that company, the Amazon Web Services, specifically their S3 tier of web services and data storage. And it's fully encrypted. It's known for its speed of backup, and more importantly, its speed of recovering your data. And the pricing is not put together yet, but what I'm going to say is, for a managed backup service, it's going to be extremely affordable to you. So I'm looking at getting that, today is the 16th of March. I'm looking at getting that up and running. I would love to get it up by the end of the month. Realistically, I'm not sure if I can do that because I've got a lot of irons in the fire. So April might be a better time frame for that. So I just wanted to throw it out there to you and say that it's coming. I've got this awesome product offering for you in terms of backup, and I am so excited about it. It's really going to solve a problem that you have that you may not even know you have. So, so that's it. I'd like to say, okay, so what have I been working on the past couple of weeks? Actually, I have not been live online with you all for a month. It's been extremely, extremely busy in terms of ComputerDiva. And so I'm putting together a new server for a client. We've been working on some email projects, been working on implementing new technology for customers, new computers, new printers, doing a lot of that kind of work. So in terms of my going 100% remote, except for my Wednesday morning and Thursday afternoon, I am starting that this Monday. And about probably 6 weeks ago, I said I was doing the same thing, but I'd be easing into it. And I've been taking some afternoon appointments outside the office, but this Monday, 100%, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, I will be in my office along with Thursday mornings, and Wednesday afternoons are kind of up in the air. I may leave that open for an outside appointment or two, maybe a hardware emergency. We shall see. So, with that said, I'm going to kind of wrap up here, but excuse me, before I do, I wanted to take a few moments to talk about something personal. And I want to say that it's been kind of an interesting month. It's been a sad month in terms of our fur friends. I have had a couple of friends who have lost their fur friends this past month. And I've seen a couple of friends whose fur friends have become sick and they're being cared for. And it really, you know, it hits me at the core of my being when we see our fur friends who are having issues. And so I wanted to just say that my friend Beth lost her cat Doris a couple of weeks ago. And I wanted to say, you know, Doris, we will miss you. And she's romping around up there in cat heaven. So we know she's happy and healthy. She had a stroke and she crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. And this afternoon, my good friend Deb, her dog Bogey, crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. He had been diagnosed with cancer. And as of this morning, he was not able to walk. So he crossed over the Rainbow Bridge this afternoon. And so my heart goes out to Deb and her loss of Bogey. And I knew Bogey since he was a pup, and he was my friend Putter's best friend for many, many years. And so we will miss you, Bogey. And so with that said, one more thing, my aunt's dog, Maggie, a little wiener dog, she has gone lame, and she's been going to laser treatments at the vet and starts water therapy tomorrow. So I just want to say, everybody kind of, you know, keep her close in your heart and send some good thoughts and wishes out to her for her speedy recovery, because that's what we're hoping for. So I would like to say that we will miss those fur friends, and we hold our out for Maggie. And I will be back online with you 2 weeks from tonight, which is what, March 29th, March 30th, somewhere around there. And I will give you an update on what's going on with ComputerDiva, what's going on with my new products. By then, we should be about ready to pull the trigger on a couple of these new products. And I'm really happy about that. So 2 weeks from tonight, 7 p.m., Facebook Live, we will be talking to you. And I want to say again, thank you so much to New 72 Media for giving me this opportunity to have this show. I love you all. Thank you, Kelly, for being behind the scenes and being the technical goddess to make sure all this happens. So thanks everyone for watching. I will see you in 2 weeks. Good night.